Are you asking yourself right now if you should quit trading? Let's talk more about that. Hey traders, this is Taylor with The Trader's Brain. And before I jump into the content, I do want to remind everyone about Mindset Mondays. It's our group coaching program, free group coaching. That's the first Monday of every month. I just wanted to bring traders together for us to actually have coaching, to lurk if you want. You can just listen in on what other people are getting coached on, but it's completely free. I'd love for you to show up. Registration information is down below. Take a look and love to see you there. So today we're talking about this question, should I quit trading? And I see it a lot on Reddit, and there's some really good replies to people who post this, and then there's some other replies that I really find questionable at the least. So I want to talk about this, and I think it's just such a really great question because we can actually look at this question from the perspective of edge. We can look at it from the perspective of process, or from the perspective of mindset. And I'm gonna break this up into a series. We're gonna do several videos and we're gonna do one on each one of those things. But I think it's just such a good question. If you're in your trading right now, if you've been in that point where you're questioning, hey, should I quit? Is it time to give in? Then listen to this and watch this video series because it might help you come to a decision that you're happy with. Now, I want to talk about framing relative to this. So as we get into this and we start talking more about it, I want to discuss how we're framing it. We're not looking at this from the perspective of, hey, I have a new job, or I want to spend more time with my family, and so those are some of the reasons that I'm quitting trading. I want to approach this from the perspective of, hey, I'm losing consistently, and is it time for me to give up and quit trading? Right? Because that's a very different scenario to talk with or to talk about than the other ones, because the other ones, you probably like your reasons. You know, this reason of like, I'm losing, I'm not being consistent. You probably don't like that reason. It probably doesn't feel good to you. And so let's talk more about that as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to bring up here was duration. Does duration matter? Is there a certain amount of time where it's like, hey, after this amount of time, you just don't really give up? There's some really strong opinions on Reddit that yes, there is. Some people are like a year, some people are like 2 years. Hey, if you've been, doing trading, and putting in the effort for 2 years and you're not consistently profitable, take a hike, you're done. I don't believe that. Not in the least do I believe that at all. Duration does not matter, not in the least. There are plenty of great traders who took much longer to develop, much longer to, get to a point where they were consistent than other traders. And there's so many factors that are involved with whether someone can become consistently successful or not. And so, because of that, there's a lot of complexity there. I don't ascribe to the belief that we're limited as humans in any way. I don't ascribe to this idea that some people are made for trading and some people are not. What that does is it takes away the human capacity for growth. And I simply cannot align with that kind of approach. I believe we all can grow, we all can change, we can change our mindset, we can learn how to trade, we can learn how to be consistent, we can learn how to do these things. For some, it's going to take longer than others. So as we go through the next videos, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how to look at it from an edge perspective, from a process perspective, and from a mindset perspective. So stay with me. Let's talk more about this question. Is it time to quit trading? Until then, happy trading.